Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. Well, this is January, and it is our busiest month when it comes to selling. Also, obviously, our most profitable month. Let's see if we can get that all in one sale. We did. 300,000 so far on that lettuce. That is nice. We're going to go ahead and head back to the farm and load up with the rest of the lettuce and probably the mushroom pellets as well. We still have to sell our bread this month, since normally the bread sells in December, but this time around January was the most profitable month for it, or at least it should be. What else do we need to do? We need to sell the mushrooms, the buffalo mozzarella, goat milk, goat cheese, any of the extra, whoops, jackknifed a little bit there. Going just a little too fast. I was going to say any of the extra milk from the cow shed, because the dairy is filled up. While I was feeding the animals and taking care of our farm chores, I went ahead and loaded up all the lettuce and then moved it off to the side so I could wait for the new lettuce to spawn from the greenhouses. It takes a while, so it's always good to kind of just get this out of the way. Actually, while we're waiting for those to respawn, let's go deal with the bread next. I've already loaded the trailer. We're just kind of waiting for the best price to sell at. And there's an interesting glitch that's kind of occurring off and on. It happened in the previous episode. While I was selling the straw, occasionally the truck would get bogged down and go really, really slow. And it's happening again. I was watching another Let's Play on YouTube, and it seems that it's a glitch where the trailers sometimes drive kind of into the ground a little bit. And I noticed it happening earlier, and sure enough, my tires were kind of going down into the ground a little bit. So I wonder if that's, the same glitch that maybe everybody's experiencing at the moment. And it's new for me because I usually record in batches. Makes it easier for me to edit when I have a little bit of extra free time. Not so under, pressure. So I haven't had a chance to play since the last update to the game. I think the previous episode was the first time back. Alright, let's sell this. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. All right, 355 for the bread. So far, we're doing so good. Over 500,000 so far. That's nice. Let's load this up as well. And while we're waiting for that, oops, we want to go finance. Bread. The highest should be $5,916. Well, we're below that. Maybe I'll bring the rest of the bread to our farmer's kiosk because the price is a little bit higher, and we still get the bonus. Let's see how much is left in the bakery. That's all of it. Nope, one more pallet. And empty. All right. I turned off the traffic. There was a big traffic jam, obviously, right where we were, since there was a big trailer parked in the way there, loaded with bread. And I figured, might as well just turn it off, do all the selling, and I can always turn it back on a little bit later. I like, now that I'm recording, everything's running smoothly. No trailers getting stuck into the ground. Whoa, nope. Arg. Thought I was doing so good, but I was still driving a little bit too fast. Nothing like a little super strength to fix that. Part of me's wondering if I could have pulled out of that turn and not tipped the trailer over. Sorry, just realized I haven't sold the wood pallets from down here. Nice, another 204,000. So just a little bit over 500,000, I think, just for the bread alone, which seems to be about the normal. let's connect to this trailer here and continue loading up mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and drop these mushrooms off and sell them to the farmer's market. I'll go ahead and do that as a time lapse. We still have a lot of selling to do, and it's gonna be a lot of driving back and forth and waiting for for pallets to spawn. So might as well do that in a time lapse so it's not too long for you guys.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for, but babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have.
Welcome back. Well, we haven't really left the farm. For some reason, this year, the small kiosk has the best prices for everything. Since it's conveniently located on my property, this is where we've been selling to, which makes it easy. Nice. 481,000 for that first load. That's good stuff. Not really sure if I lost money on the bread not selling last episode. If it was higher price then or now, but it's still a great profit, so it's not a big deal. Was that the last one? Let's check the goat cheese production. Yep, nice. Well, we'll sell this really quick. And then I believe the next one is the bottled goat milk. One of the things I kind of stumbled across is if I start to reload my trailer while it's spawning the new pallets, it kind of gets stuck in a loop and just continues spawning. So I don't have to wait for like that 20-30 seconds, kind of rest in between, which is nice. Let's see if there's any more of that. This is the goat milk. That is empty. And let's see where the best price for that is. Well, it's only $59 more expensive at the farmer's market down in the city compared to my little kiosk. So we will stay up here and sell at the kiosk. I'm actually kind of glad. I mean, besides the fact that we're saving a ton of money on driving, I feel like I'm getting my money's worth for originally buying this. Nice. $393,000 for just the bottled goat milk. Okay, so we sold the lettuce, we sold the mushrooms, we sold all the bread, the goat cheese, the goat milk that's been bottled, buffalo mozzarella. I don't think I have a lot of it, so maybe what I'll do is I'll take my little dragon truck, I'll I'll drop off the eggs here, and then head over to the dairy by the cowshed. You know what I will do is instead of dropping these eggs here, we'll head over to our little restaurant, the Green Bites, and we'll drop these off, and then we'll head over and grab the mozzarella and then sell that. I'll do that as a time lapse, so I'll see you in a little bit.
My heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again, even for one night to see where it went. Here's the thing, you made your bed, I just got your stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends.
Welcome back. Alright, made an extra $102,000 from that buffalo mozzarella. Once again, the best price was here at our farmer's kiosk, so that is where we brought it. I know I sold the buffalo mozzarella, I think in September as well. I'm hoping the price was as good because it was 24,000 this time. Let's double check. So yeah, we just sold each pallet for $24,404. Obviously, we got our boost to it, so we were over the 75,000 it would have been. Not bad. All right, next on the list, let's head over to... Actually, let's go back. And we'll drop this off and I'll use this tractor. And I am kind of curious. Let's see if there are any huge missed spots while it was spreading lime. I don't really see any. So I'm pretty sure it's the articulated tractors that the AI has an issue with, that's constantly missing spots. Hey, like I said last time, I'm not the only one who has a hard time driving those things. But those tractors are amazing. I mean, they're older, so they're a lot slower. But they're really, really strong, and they were really, really cheap. And early on, that was probably the the only way I was going to go ahead and be able to farm with some bigger equipment. No, it's too far away. Gonna clean it up and repair it real quick before I drop it off. Because it is the winter, and usually in the winter I have a lot more time, so I try to do all the maintenance. A lot of times, because I have so much to do sometimes off camera, that I'll do the maintenance then off camera as well, just to kind of keep up on everything. But in this episode, I have a feeling we're really going to be flying through stuff. Normally it takes me a while to get everything loaded and prepped for sale, but with selling at the farmer's kiosk, we've saved a lot of time driving. And with having the autoloader, we obviously save a lot of time without having to load up the pallets on the trailer. We'll drop this off right here real quick. Oops, wrong way. I probably do need to put another shed down here somewhere at some point. But before I do that, I'm going to need to put down that onion production I was looking at. I don't know if I want to put it down in the winter or wait until after we've harvested an entire field of onions. Well, we do have like 50,000 liters of onions, so I guess I can put it down and get those, starting to get processed into onion rings or fried onions, whatever they are. Alright, we're going to head over here to the cow shed. We have that tanker outside that is, I believe, filled with milk. Since this is the best price, we'll go ahead and sell this off. Yep, it's filled with milk, plus, what do we have? We have an additional 19,000 liters in the shed as well, so 2 of these trips will pretty much sell it all. Oh, I guess we need to see where we need to sell it to. Milk. Well, I can only go to dairies, and the only dairy that is not mine is the dairy in the city. So that's where we're heading to. Alright, I'll do this as a time lapse. We have a little bit of driving to do, so I'll see you when we get back. Welcome back. Well, we have an extra almost 3,000 liters of milk, but we'll just go ahead and leave that here, and we'll use it for the dairy down the road to refill it. As a matter of fact, let's check the dairies out really fast. So that's the milk dairy. It's got 65,000 liters of milk in there. It's doing all right. The mozzarella dairy has 32,000 liters. And how much does the buffalo shed have in there? 14,000. They'll pretty much fill it up, a little bit extra, but that's fine. Maybe next year we'll have to sell off some extra buffalo milk. You know, that did remind me. Currently, there's 637,000 liters of slurry in the buffaloes and 403,000 liters of slurry in the cows. So I think what I'll do while I'm down here is we will purchase another tanker. We're going to do the unrealistic, I believe that's 1 million liters. Obviously for the same price. Oh wait, no. Oh well. Let's go back and connect to it and then bring it to the trigger. I want to paint it. This way, you know, there's just one trip, maybe two with the slurry. I don't have to do, well, that's 1 million liters of slurry divided by, what is that? I think this holds 18,000. It'd be a lot of trips. I would get so bored. But it would be in keeping with the rest of everything else if I color-coded this tanker for what its main purpose is. So let's go with the tank color. I think we'll go with a nice poopy brown. Yes, nothing says slurry like brown, and maybe the main color and like more like a lime green. Yeah, that's definitely much better. All right. It's one of the reasons I put the slurry tanks on in the beginning for both sheds was, you know, realistically I was gonna turn it into digestive and then use the digestive to fertilize the fields, but the field work already takes such a long time. I didn't want to, you know, just add to it. So I decided I might as well just sell the slurry and make a little bit of extra profit off of these sheds. Alright, that's going to take a while, so while we're waiting for that, let's hop into our big rig again. Oh, there it is. Oh, I need to go feed my goats and sheep some grass bales. They still have a little bit of meadow, so it's okay, but it is winter, so the meadow is not growing at the moment, so it will not refill itself. So I put those grass bales there to remind me that I need to go drop some off. But before we do that, we're heading over to the sawmill, and we're going to grab our wood chips, because it's also the proper season to sell wood chips in. And I need to install a mod on this playthrough that will allow me to pause game time, and still do stuff. Ooh, this would be the first time I think this produced more wood chips than I can carry. Oh no, it's not. It's in unrealistic mode at the moment because I had to run all those carrots and spinach everywhere. But I wanted to freeze time so I can do landscaping here, because it's going to take forever, and I don't actually want to use up an entire month that should be, you know, on an actual episode. So with time paused, I can do all the landscaping and do that as like kind of a bonus episode, and not one of the regular ones. But that will be happening pretty soon, since I think we're in the right season for it. February is usually my slowest season, and that's the one that I usually do building, landscaping, and everything else in. Alright, I'm gonna head down to the harbor, sell off the wood chips, head back to the yard, hop onto the tractor for the slurry, load all of that up, and sell that as a time lapse. So I will see you when we are done.
So high, feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me. They said slow down, son, take your time, but I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Every doubt just feeds the flame. Every scar reminds me why I came. I've been broke, I've been blessed, carry faith in an empty chest till now. The stars are down like good old friends, saying, boy, don't stop where the sky just ends. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight.
Alright, welcome back. Here we are at our biogas facility. Now, I'm not really sure where to drop this off. Well, so it's giving me the option to dump the slurry here. Oh, this is the spot. I am getting paid for it. It's interesting because oh, that was fast. Hey, $111,000 extra from that. I think this is for silage here. This is where we load up. Maybe after they took the slurry and turned it into a digest state. First time ever being here and actually selling something. I've worked the fields next to this place before, but never had any reason to come to the biogas. That's not bad. That was an extra $110,000, basically free. Well, I guess not, because technically I did have to put a slurry tank in there, but I think that was just to extend the shed's capacity. I probably could have made a lot more if I bought the biogas and used the slurry to make energy and then extra fertilizer from it. But that's alright. That'd be one more thing I would have to stay on top of and do. Oh, don't go in there, thank you. That was weird to me because when I want to make a strong turn or a sharp turn, I can't. And inevitably I run into something because it wouldn't allow me to turn. But when I want to go straight and I want to make a slight turn, it is more than happy to, just make these massive turns and get me to crash. Just so weird. Alright, we're going to go ahead and leave this tanker here. I was making manure here as well with some extra straw not pallets, but bales. But then it was kind of the same thing. I'm like, I don't really know what to do with the manure. I don't need it for anything. And the only thing I can do is just, maybe find a way to sell it or use it for something. So I kind of stopped making extra. On my other playthrough on the Alps, manure can be used in one of my gardens. But unfortunately, I don't have anything like that here. We'll park this tractor here really quick. We went ahead and fed the chickens while we were waiting for that tanker to fill up. That tiny little tractor sure does struggle driving that trailer around, but I pretty much got it just to connect to the trailer and continue emptying. I wasn't planning on actually using it. And we got a chance to actually use our telehandler, and I don't even know how long it's been since I've used it. But it was kind of nice. I'm like, oh yeah, this is how I use this. It's still very wobbly, my little bobblehead of a Merlot here. Let's double check, make sure the sheep and the goats have more than enough grass now. They do. I should probably hold them off until we're out of the winter season, but if not, I can always drop off some more grass bales. We have plenty of them. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else is there to do. What haven't I done? So let me go through my checklist. I've sold the bread from the bakery. I've sold all the lettuce from the greenhouses, all the mushrooms from the greenhouses as well. What was left of our buffalo mozzarella from the dairy. We sold the extra milk from the cowshed. We sold the wood chips from the sawmill. We sold the slurry from both sheds. I think that is everything that's supposed to get sold this month. I think I did everything I was supposed to do. Wow, normally I have a bunch of stuff kind of left over that I have to do off camera to keep progressing smoothly. This is nice. This means that we get to finish early today. In the next episode, it'll be a really mellow episode as well. That one I might actually do February, whatever I need to handle on February, and then advance into March and then get going right away. But off camera, at least for the series, I'll be doing a lot of landscaping, and I'll just throw that as a bonus videos on some other day of the week. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.